I think that the competitiveness of elite athletes sets them apart. If you look at all the GOATs, whether it's the new GOATs, the old GOATs, they all are fierce competitors, meaning they don't want to just compete for themselves. They find a way to make sure that their teammates, their coaches, that everybody increases their level of their willingness to compete. So I think that's one. The other thing I think that's critical for somebody to be an elite athlete is their ability to see team over self. And that's one of the hardest things to do as an elite competitor, particularly because I think when you're an elite athlete, you could probably do things that other people can't do, and they might come easier than you. But I think that getting to the ability to put your team over yourself and realizing how to make your team help you improve and make you better is another core trait of an elite performer. I won't even say athlete, of an elite performer. The next thing that I would definitely say that an elite performer has to have is they have to have high integrity, right? And high character. And I think that's how does that elite performer act when nobody's watching is what I think separates them. And I think that's something very few coaches and managers talk to. But I think one of the most critical parts of a leader to me is how you act when the crowd isn't watching, how you behave with people when you have an advantage. What do you act like when you're on the top of the hill versus when you're on the bottom? I think integrity and character is super, super duper important. And then I think the last attribute that I would say of an elite athlete that separates them, or elite performer that separates them from anyone else, is just their willingness to break down and be a student of whatever thing they're trying to achieve. Being a student always and being a learner always helps with selflessness. It helps get rid of ego because when you're willing to sit down and learn, it means that you're sitting down and listening. So those are some of the key attributes that I think every elite performer has.